Dale. So you may be able to track here, Lee. The 2 can leave as well, so we'll see what happens.
So they're in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. It is Somewhere Fancy, Windermere Farms. Trackside presentation coming up. It's the 10th. Let's go upstairs to the call. Here's Vance Cameron.
How Mac plays Elm Grove Mistress, Traces of Purple. Miss Sangria, JM Sports Fan. Warwi Eula, That's Me a Bad, top of the stretch. Now approaching a start. Off stride goes the 2, Elm Grove Mistress, as they get away. On the rail, Hamac Plays will lead them into the turn. Racing from second is Traces of Purple. Miss Sangria third. From the outside fourth, JM Sports Fan. Away in fifth is Warwi Eula. That's Me a Bad 6, and trailing the field, Elm Grove Mistress are on the backstretch, led by Hamac Blaze, in line to Dale Spence. From the outside and moving up is JM Sports Fan. Third up the rail, Traces of Purple, now racing fourth, Miss Sangria. Warwi Eula fifth, then That's Me a Bad, and the trailer, Elm Grove Mistress. A little tussle on up front, they're to it, not it. Add it and to it on the front end off at 28 and 4 opening quarter. How Back Blaze gonna give the cold shoulder to JM Sports Fan. Third up the rail, Traces of Purple. Fourth is Miss Sangria. Warwi Eula races from fifth. That's Me a Bad 6, trailing seventh. Elm Grove Mistress, they're halfway home, and the battle is still on up front. How Mac plays the leader, 57 and 2. A serious opening half mile. How Mac plays on top. Laying on the outside is JM Sports Fan. Third up the rail, Traces of Purple. There goes Miss Sangria to the outside fourth. Warwi Eula fifth. That's Me a Bad 6. Trailing seventh, Elm Grove Mistress. They're at 3/4. How Mac Plays is still there. And still there on the outside is JM Sports Fan. Miss Sangria coming 3 wide, third, 3/4 in 1. 27 and 3. They turn for home. How Mac Plays the leader by 2. JM Sports Fan is second. Miss Sangria third. Warwi Eula. But it's How Mac Plays and Dale Spence on top all the way. Miss Sangria second. JM Sports Fan held on to be third. 1:58-2.
Here's a look at the Universal Media slow-mo for the 10th race here this afternoon. And Hal Mac Blaze, you liked her in the pre-race in your post-time picks. 4-1 odds sent off here today, and they were mighty serious.
That line I just talked about before they left, Lee, back there on November 13th, where Dale put her on the point. She went all the way. Very similar here today. I thought she would kind of get this trip, maybe following behind the 2, but once the 2 broke early, Lee, it allowed Hamac Blaze to set it up 28-4, 57-2. JM Sports Fan had the tough trip, trying to battle her all the way, finally faded in the stretch, 127-3, and Dale is just sitting chilly here at the end. 1:58-2. Yeah, I liked her, Lee, and she went right down the highway today to close it out here at Red Shores on a Saturday afternoon.
So we'll track along with Hamac Blaze as they make their way back, and Spence back to the winner's circle here this afternoon. 1-4-5-6 unofficial in the 10th race. I want to say hi to my twin brother Lindsay. He's tuning in today.
Yes, I know Lindsay very well.
Yeah, and we've had, I ever tell you about the time we lost the Christmas tree?
You did. I think it was a Bonnie Bray. He stopped in.
Well, we found it eventually. But nice to have you tuned in. And hi to everyone that's tuned in today. By the way, the track crew, the events teams, everyone in the office, the paddock, the ship in, the barns, in the booth today in our camera crews we mentioned later. Great job on this
Great job.
Saturday afternoon. So we appreciate that. And yeah.
Merry Christmas to you and Jen and Laurel and John as well.
Thanks very much, Peter, along with you. And of course, we have another card tomorrow, and the teams will be back together, but albeit different teams. So you and I won't be back in the desk.
That's right. We'll see Rocky and Kurt along the way here, and I know they've been watching this afternoon. So everybody involved with the broadcast, Lee, and everybody that does it week in and week out, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you for everything. It's been a great year.
How Mac plays arriving at the 10th race winner's circle. Pacing mare 6 by Articulator off the Largo Dam Bradell. Owned by Michelle Myers and Roger McDonald of Cardigan. Michelle does the training. Dale Spence put her on top at every call, winning in 158 and 2. How Mac plays in the finale. Down at trackside, we have the Somewhere Fancy Windermere Farms Cooler presentation.